Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope it's not night. And probably it is for some.
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. So good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Welcome. This is something I'm so excited that we're doing this. It's also known as a great reveal or something which I know a lot of people have been waiting to kind of come find out about this. And hey, it's like we got onto a meeting a couple of probably 2 days ago, and at the speed of I don't know, like a miracle, we got everything together to get this out because we're so excited to be sharing with you some great information today. Hi, Dr. Adeela.
Hi. Yeah, I'm so excited. We have known about this for a little while, but like you said, it's just all come together so beautifully. And I know that we have many of our Wealth Whispering participants from last year, our new Wealth Whispering participants from this year, waiting to hear about this final piece of the puzzle. And so we're really excited. A lot of you know that I love Fridays and I love launching things on a Friday. So I asked the team if we could share this with you guys today, being a Friday. Welcome to the launch of the Wealth Whispering Retreat for 2023, which is going to be happening in Koh Samui in Thailand. So this is the Wealth Whispering Retreat. Wow. And I really just think energetically this is already phenomenal, and practically we have done everything we can to make it even more phenomenal than what we were able to offer last year. And there's actually nothing I would change about last year. It was amazing. And what we have done this year is we asked immediately after the last retreat where the next retreat would like to be, and we definitely got this region. And then as we zeroed in on this retreat, we were like, how can we make it better? And one of the main differences this year is that it is even longer. You get to spend 3.5 days, so 4 days actually, from the 19th to the 21st, just immersed in wealth whispering energy and experiencing true wealth embodiment with some of the coolest people in the world, if I may say so myself. We're all going to be there again this year. And so, yeah, I can't wait to dive in and invite you guys along.
How beautiful is this? Like, I mean, for those of you who are watching this for the first time, this is the Wealth Whispering Retreat, and this is part of what Dr. Adeela Afiz does as a longish program called the Wealth Whispering Program, which is many month-long program with multiple calls, etc. Do you want to quickly just give people like an idea as to, hey, what is Wealth Whispering? How did you start? And like, what are we offering? Like, what do we have to offer to people this time?
Yeah, so Wealth Whispering is a program. We had our inaugural program last year. Again, the most life-changing thing I have ever done in terms of as a participant for a program. And it's interesting I say that because yes, I am the facilitator, I am the one running the program, but what's very different about this program is it was entirely channeled content, and I haven't run programs like that before. And I received, in order to be able to run the program, I had to receive a whole lot of those downloads, activations, and upgrades for myself, energetically, physically, practically, financially in my own life, to then be able to facilitate what was last year a 4-month program called Wealth Whispering. This year, it is a 6-month immersion. Again, we've made the program longer, and it is completely different to anything that I or many of the people who do a lot of my classes. This is very different. And why I can say that hand on my heart is because of the testimonials they continue to send in and the number of people I still talk to. And what they say is, since the last Wealth Whispering program, since the Wealth Whispering retreat, like they're still using it as the thing that created the greatest, most tangible amount of change in their physical as well as energetic experience in life. And from there, we have been able to grow and have really phenomenal changes in our life. for me personally, January, I don't know if I told you this, that's like biggest cash month without trying so far. Like not my biggest income month ever, but biggest cash month in terms of
Most effortless.
profit. Yeah, just highest profit, and just didn't even realize it was meant to be a big cash month, just rolled on through. So that kind of wealth embodiment, that you start to really, a lot of us have done a lot of personal development work and a lot of personal healing work, and business and money comes into this as well. And a lot of us have tried to crack the whole abundance thing and receiving thing and money and all of that. And this program just truly, truly delivers. So the activations are different because it's not actually facilitation. It's not even healing. It is activation work. You're energetically being activated, molecular, cellular, DNA, everything is being upgraded energetically to be congruent and compatible with wealth embodiment. And the changes are not just about money or finances. It's like, if you think about receiving and if you think about wealth, in order for you to receive wealth and riches, what you require is actually a high level of self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance, self-validation, because that is what equates to increasing your receiving. And so the self-love and self-acceptance and self-worth just goes through the roof with this program. And we have people developing their psychic abilities, tapping into their capacities in life, seeing their relationships change, their businesses change, their confidence change. Because if you work on the self-worth, self-love issue, that's your foundational building block for going through life and being successful in any area of your life. And then you add on this program, 4 months of that, and you add on the retreat, which is designed very, very specifically. Again, everything in this program was channeled, including a retreat. Before this, I've never run a retreat before, right? You know this, you've worked with me for many years. It's not really something it's not something I wanted to add to my list of things I had to do in life. But these retreats are immersions, so they're designed to like get you out of your normal environment and just spend 3 days, 4 days just absolutely immersed in wealth consciousness, Lakshmi activations with a group of like-minded people working on letting go of the past, receiving yourself, receiving your gifts, and completely changing your calibration to wealth. And so after the retreat, what you then get from the rest of the program is just on steroids. So that is the Wealth Whispering program in a nutshell. And today we're talking specifically about the retreat component of that program, because you can actually join the retreat as an add-on to the program. So for those of you who are wanting to join Wealth Whispering 2023, it starts in March. You can join the program and you get to add on the retreat at a special price. Or some people have said already that they know that they just want to attend the retreat as a standalone because it is life-changing on its own, and you have that option as well. So today we're releasing this is truly early bird pricing, and it is truly only available for 4 days until the 1st of March. We are doing this so that we know we have an indication of numbers.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing for us to take a group of 20, 30 people to Thailand. None of us live there, so it's a huge undertaking for us. So to get an idea of numbers and to be able to give you the most phenomenal experience, we're asking for expressions of interest already. So for the next 4 days, people can actually say, yes, I want to reserve my spot, and you can do that for only $500. And you will start to be told about all of the amazing things that you get included in this retreat. So that's, I don't know what your favorite was of the retreat.
I was just
you want to talk about.
I was just going to add, like, we had this amazing, I mean, like, at loss of adjectives to really describe what that was. Like, those 3 days at it was a Ritz Carlton property in Dubai, in Ras Al Khaimah area, and was definitely one of those things which kind of invited everybody to truly embody what wealth was. The thing is, like, I've been in the coaching facilitation industry or work for the last couple of years too, and like met a lot of people and done a lot of work in this space. Of course, there's this massive component of like your cognitive way of kind of going about having clarity about what it truly means to have wealth. This experience for me was a truly energetic recalibration to a very different way of being energetically congruent with what it means to have wealth. And of course, it's like we've been doing a lot of work together, and it's like I remember we got on a call and we were like, okay, so this is what we have. It's loud. So Adeela's been on point with her channeling with the whole wealth whispering bit that she's been doing. And we got on a call and we were like, okay, looks like we're having a retreat, and then we're having this retreat in a place that none of us have really been to, Ras Al Khaimah, which is this desert in the middle of literally nowhere. And it was like, okay, so it's not like a cheap retreat. Like, we're looking at a fancy, massive, the Ritz Carlton property, which is state of the art of everything, beautiful restaurants and all of that. And we go about and take that leap of faith. Like, that's one thing. Like, Adeela, like, if we can probably cover this thing of the trust that you had in your channeling, and the trust that you had in your knowing and in your awareness that allowed us to actually go ahead and take that leap of faith. And we announced it and it sold out. We had people from from different parts of the world who came in, and it was people who were not part of the program as well. There were people who had no idea of what healing was, or people who, we literally had people who showed up who spoke a different language to that retreat. And the most beautiful thing was everybody at the end of that retreat had a very different understanding of what wealth was. And when I say understanding, I do not mean cognitive. Like, it was an energetic shift in the way they started kind of like embodying it. And it didn't end there. Like, as you said, like we've had feedback from people post that retreat, even to now. Like, I remember having spoken to someone recently where we were talking about how there was this, something happened, something changed, it was very different. And now we are being very different with money and wealth and abundance and self-love and acceptance and like just so much more, confidence and so much more. So I think it kind of trickled through the last very many months. And I am so happy that we're doing this now. Like, we have probably, this is addition to, it's definitely upgraded. And we've again chosen a beautiful property. I want to say, and it's like, again, we are at that stage again. We are launching this. Are we announcing the venue? Are we allowed to announce the venue?
Yeah, yes, you could announce the venue, because it's such an amazing venue. And it's so funny because I said to that to the team, can we just book the Ritz Carlton again? Because I just feel like that's the level of where this wealth whispering retreat is at. And we had to do our due diligence. We looked at, of course, other properties. But, it's like you say, it's so loud. This energy is so loud, and it's actually so demanding in terms of the level of presence that it requires of you to actually live to that same level of energy. Like, we could not have chosen, even though it would have been great for our margins, we could not have chosen even a 4-star or a 4.5-star property. For those of you that are familiar with the Ritz Carlton brand, it's a premier brand. That when you're going to one of their properties, everything about it, from the level of service, the hospitality, the food, to your rooms, like everything just feels luxurious. Everything is truly 5-star plus quality. And again, that is what this retreat is delivering to you and saying, come and live in this environment for 4 days and be upgraded in your physical body, as well as your energetic space, and as well as in your mindset, making this something that is normal for you, making this level of luxury something that you are calibrated to, and something that your nervous system is aligned with, something that your physical body is aligned with, and something that no longer freaks you out.
Yeah, and then so we've chosen the Ritz Carlton in Koh Samui, which is this stellar property. Which I mean, like I'm sure we will be sharing with you all a slide and some pictures probably of what the place looks like. It's just so beautiful. It's just look at that. It's just something which I mean, like gets my body so excited. Like the moment we started looking, as Adeela was saying, we had multiple 5-star options as well. Like we were looking at like where else can this be, and cost wise, so many other places made so much more sense, like almost 50%. But then, as I said, like I absolutely love Adeela's knowing and confidence in her channeling, and she kind of said, yeah, of course it's the Ritz Carlton, like we're not looking at anything else. And yeah, this is where it is. We started on 19th of May. And this is a 3.5-day long immersive experience. Can we quickly just talk to people about, hey, what's your day going to be like at this property, and what are we really looking at creating here?
Yeah, so like I said, we have to stay so true to this energy. It's not me, it's not mine, and it's not something that we can afford to like screw up, to be honest, because it's so pure and it's such a high vibration. What it does is it shows you and it teaches you how to start to have this trust and this knowing with yourself. And in order to have that, you have to have that truth. You have to be honest with yourself, right? Like this program is really interesting. It's super light and it's super revealing all at the same time. So what's different about the retreat is what we go through, and there is like a very physical itinerary breakdown here, and you know, all your meals are included, all of the facilities are included, there's amazing opportunities for you to have free time. But this is the stuff that I think people should be interested in: being initiated and calibrated to the frequency of wealth through the activations, releasing the past. I know a lot of us have done like letting go of the past, clearing the past type of work, but really the level at which you need to let go of who you thought you were, and the money stories you hold, and the family upbringing that you have, and all of the stories and points of view about who you thought you were versus who you actually are, like the wealth of your being and your birthright to abundance. That's what this work is about. So the activation codes, they create this frequency which upgrades you to a different timeline. So you heard that through talk about like speed, like how things happen quickly. So a lot of you might have heard about the concept of quantum leaps, right? It's a word that I think is thrown around. This is one of the few programs where you'll actually experience quantum leaps, like it actually happens. And the retreat is a huge part of the quantum leap, because you go in for 4 practical days, but you kind of span lifetimes of undoing and completely supercharging your understanding of wealth embodiment. So when you come back, things change really quickly in your life. Your relationships change really quickly. Your money, your job, your business opportunities change really quickly. And a really important piece of what we do in the retreat as well is we spend this last day doing integration work. So you don't leave the retreat feeling like, oh, I'm coming back to my real life now, and there's a huge drop in energy. No, you actually move forward with this new wealth embodiment into your life, into your family, into your business, and you completely have a different experience of who you are and the power that you have. So this retreat is all inclusive. So your meals, your accommodation, and the program. I was talking to Datta earlier, and I said, I know that if I were to attend like just this 3.5-4 day class on its own, we know that this is like a $4,000-5,000 offering any day of the week. And I know if I want to go stay at the Ritz Carlton, that's going to cost me another $3,000 for 3 nights. Okay. And so what we are offering, like it's literally worth $10,000 or more, this 4-day offering. And what I'm really excited to be able to do is make it accessible accessible for as many people as possible. So we are currently opening up our early bird pricing, which is less than half of that. And you can actually secure your spot for a $500 deposit. So I will let that to go into like all of the other things that we're including, like your goodie bags and your merchandise and special oils and gifts. But for $500 and then like a monthly payment plan, we're making it available to you whether you want to do this as part of the Wealth Whispering program or as a standalone immersive experience for your 2023.
Yeah, like the way I see it, it's literally like I ran some numbers. It is what you'd be paying for this is what you would pay for a holiday at the Ritz Carlton, technically. And like thanks to like the mass booking and the bigger number that we're doing, we're getting a good rate. And it's basically a holiday in this amazing, beautiful property, and you get to experience what embodying true wealth is through this Wealth Whispering retreat. And of course, at the last retreat, Adeela, she used like multiple mediums and things to kind of get us to experience this experience so beautifully. And one of them was these amazing oils that she flew all the way from, I think, America. And then it was something that we all got to work with, and we all got to carry that back. And it was something which has really helped even me in my process of really in my self-work and my daily work, that I basically include that. This time, like when we were having a chat, like we were looking at, okay, what else does this require? And then there was this whole opening of how there are these other tools and other things that we could use to kind of allow this process to be so much more. And all of that's going to be included. We will be sharing information very soon as to what all you will receive as part of this, but it's so much more. There's so much to this. It's not just it's not going to be a conference that you come and attend like over 2.5, 3 days. There is a take back from there, and there's a way that you can start including like what you receive from here in your daily post that. And it's not that much work. Like for me, the key has been the whole effortlessness, or the effortless way of being post, which I think has been absolutely phenomenal. We're also looking at, because there's so much to talk, like there's so many things. We've opened up the early bird, and here's how it is. Like, no, like if we were to be very direct with y'all, like we would like to kind of get the logistics moving like with this. It is a big commitment when it comes to like the Life of Spring Institute as well, and what we're really doing, and we want you to be a part of that advantage. So the first few people that I think we have 10 spots that we have opened up as an early bird, and when you do sign up, and all you got to do is the $500 deposit, you get in on the early best deal that you can get out of this retreat.
Yeah.
If we can just go through as to all of this information is also available on Adeela's website, which is probably like this page is made available to you now and it's live. So you can go there and like quickly just go through it and look at, if you're one of those top 10 people that say yes, over the next 4 days, we would open it up to 4 days. There are different scalings or different ways we've priced this retreat so that everyone kind of gets the best out of it. If you're saying yes now, and if you get in, it's that $500 that you pay, and you're in at the lowest, best possible rate for this. So
yeah, it's honestly okay. So here's the pricing, because we are always very transparent, and it's actually funny because I'm actually just double checking the pricing before I say it, because it is so low that I'm just like, okay, is this correct? But just to go over and reiterate, sorry, here we are. Like everything that you're getting is you're getting your accommodation, and you get to choose. And so there is a price difference. You have two options. You either have an amazing luxury suite, or you have an amazing luxury pool villa, and that is the price option that you get to choose from the beginning, what price point you would like. Like we said, all of your meals, your goodie bags and gifts, your 3.5 days of class and being immersed in this environment with me, having one-on-one chats, having meals together, all of it We are offering for you to put down a $500 deposit. And if you are joining, if you are one of the first 10, it's $3,800 for you to join in the suite accommodation, or it's $4,500 for you to join in the pool villa accommodation. What that breaks down to is something like $500 now and $1,100 a month for 3 months. So you would be able to pay this off over the next 3 or 4 months as we get to the retreat. If you are already part of the Wealth Whispering program, if you were one of the people that did early bird for the full 6-month program and you've been waiting to find out where the retreat is and what your incredible offer is, you have an even more discounted rate. And what we're going to do is ask you to go to my website, you go to the same link, make sure you are logged in to your account. And what it's going to show you is the special price for you guys. It is even less than that to join the retreat. So you're able to join for $500 now, and something like I don't want to give you guys a price comparison, but you have a great price advantage.
It's literally cost price.
Yeah.
And like when we were running numbers, like I think it's slightly lower than cost price as well. So those of you who are part of the long program, the Wealth Whispering program, that's for you. And again, we have limited spots on those as well, because we're looking at there's limited inventory in terms of the number of rooms that we can book with the hotel as well. And we want to kind of give in a deposit and be like, we are doing this. So over the next 4 days, if you sign up, it's basically the best value that you can get out of this program. And yeah, do we still have space for people to join the longer program, Adeela? So
if you'd like to join the full Wealth Whispering program, it is now open for general enrollment. So we start on the 20th of March. Everything is ready to go. We are waiting for that very first welcome activation and for you to meet Goddess Lakshmi and start being taken on your own journey and initiation into wealth calibration, wealth management, and really starting to develop yourself as this wealth whisperer in today's day and age. I can't think of a better year and a better time to become a wealth whisperer. Because what happens is the outside world gets really loud every once in a while, and you start to hear about changes in economy, downturns, recessions, depending on what part of the world you are in. And at every moment where that exists, equally and in the opposite direction, there is this huge opportunity for you to create your own reality, for you to experience the opposite of what most people will choose to give themselves up for. And I'm really excited. I know that we're going to have a phenomenal year this year, and Wealth Whispering is a huge part of that. And I'd like to invite you all to being the wealth whisperer in your own life, in your own business, with your own family lineage, and changing the cycles that you might have been part of for generations when it comes to having your relationship with money, your self-worth, your self-confidence, the need for self-validation. These are the core things that are changing with this program. So as I was saying, yes, you can still join the full program. We're going to put the links in the comments below. So you can join the full program at early bird price right now, and you can join the retreat at early bird price. And if you want to do both, you get a further discount. So what happens is your retreat price comes down again. Again, we have 10 spots initially at each price point, because we want to keep it fair for people who only hear about or find out about the retreat later on. Okay, so that is the main reveal. And like I said, I'm just so excited about the venue. I'm so excited about the people that are coming this year. We already have so many verbal commitments. There are people that have been literally waiting for this link. So we know that people have been waiting for it. And lastly, as Dr. was saying, like, the energy this year has absolutely upgraded with this program. It's so much more powerful. It's even faster. It's even clearer. And I'm just so excited to start the program. You know, I'm literally counting down the days to the 20th of March when we have that first Wealth Whispering activation. And then we have the retreat from the 19th to the 21st of May. It's designed to be, it's the almost the middle, like not quite the middle of the retreat. And what you will notice is after the retreat, your whole program gets supercharged and you will get even more out of the Wealth Whispering program.
Just to reiterate like another piece of information, the Koh Samui is a little island in Thailand, and like Thailand is a super easy country to get to. Like if you are an Indian who's watching this, you'd know that Thailand is a country that allows you to get your visa on arrival. And even from different parts of the world, like it is an easy country to get to. And Thailand just as is, like, you know, I just love Thailand. I love the food. I love the clean water. I love everything about it. So I just also kind of would like to speak about how a space can be such a contribution to what we're looking at creating and achieving over here. The last venue that we were at, like, was one of those, wow, like it was such a contribution, like the space, we were in a desert and it was this beautiful energy of what like that space actually contributed. You kind of start appreciating and recognizing how spaces interact, and how, you know, like where you basically are, like how you can receive from those spaces and like work with that energetically to create your life. And this is another learning, like the space that we will be having this retreat this time is one of those spaces again that is so loud, so beautiful, and not that very I would say it's not been used by too many people. Like, you know, it's got this very clean energy of like the space is still loud. It's not as densely polluted with so much more. So this space again, like, can contribute to your body, and I am so excited. I'm waiting for May, and I'm looking at and getting there as soon as possible.
I mean, what they're saying is just so true. Like the two aspects I want to bring to your attention is, again, the venue was channeled. And what happened is we initially, when we cognitively thought about it, we immediately had the region. At the end of the last retreat, we were like, where should we do the next retreat? And immediately Southeast Asia popped. But we actually cognitively then went with Bali. We just kind of went, oh, well, isn't the most obvious place to do it Bali? Right? So that's how you can have like a cognitive point of view. And energetically, as soon as I asked the retreat and we started asking questions, and I think it was both of us said, hey, isn't Thailand resonating more? And that is very weird, because I have never, if you had asked me last year, Adeela, you're going to run a retreat in Thailand, that's not something I would have ever thought, yeah, that's going to be me. So we started looking into Thailand, and it just got lighter and lighter. And there was, you know, there's options within Thailand. This Koh Samui and this Ritz Carlton property just kept being so loud. And we trust that information. We know that whatever is required to be facilitated for you and your bodies, it's going to be facilitated in that space. So last year we were in the desert. We were in a regional, you know how you have national parks? So it was a national park in a desert, and there were all these animals that were around on the property, and that would come up to us when we were doing sessions. And so the land was facilitating and the animals were facilitating. What I already know about this retreat, and you can see it from all of the images and the flyers, is the water and the blue is going to be facilitating our bodies and our beings. And we don't want to give everything away, but, you know, there's so many amazing things to be revealed about the sessions and where they are and what they include, and the elements of water and earth and nature that are going to be included. So again, ask your body. And you might be thinking, I don't want to go to Thailand, or I've already been to Thailand, or I don't want to go to Koh Samui. This isn't about what you cognitively think you need or want. Ask your body, ask your energy, is this going to change my life? Is there something for me here by attending this retreat that my body and my being is asking to be opened up, to be facilitated, to be, you know, completely changed in how I function in my life? And if you're getting a yes, then please do yourself a favor and start asking what you need to do to get yourself to Thailand, just like I am and everyone else is.
Guess what?
Get there, guys. Again, I have not met anyone in any of the classes that I facilitate that has to travel further than me, catch more flights than me, or it's as hard work. So it's interesting because I asked that, I was like, well, what's it like for Indians to get to Thailand? He's like, it's easy. I asked our Arabic team, what's it like for you guys to get to Thailand, to get to Koh Samui? They were like, it's easy. It's fine. So it works. It works for Asia. It works for the Pacific. It works for no matter where you are in the world, Europe, because it's in the literally Southeast Asia is in the middle of the world. So you are probably a direct flight and then a connecting flight to Koh Samui away. So look into this. We're releasing the dates now so you can start booking flights, making childcare arrangements, booking yourself this much needed holiday for the year. And we just in closing, we are, like I said, this early bird pricing, it's available the 1st of March, and it's literally first and first served. So you can start booking your places from today. We're about to share the links. For those of you that still have questions or you require more information, Datu and I, again, and we might get some of the other team members on as well, are going to be doing an interactive Zoom call on Monday at the same time that we just had this Facebook Live. So we will start putting the link out if you are sitting on the fence, if you really want to come, but you need more information or you have some logistical queries, we will do a Zoom that will still give you 2 days to register at the early bird price. But please keep in mind it's first and first served.
Guess what I just found on my table, Adeela?
What? Oh, okay, it's it's not speaking to us at all. It's not already like, get here. Let me upgrade your wealth embodiment. Let me make you richer. I love it. Thank you so much. Anything else you wanted to add?
Just that, it's just that please know that this is an offer for the first 10 participants, like the whole thing about like the pricing bit. And the reason I'm repeating that over and over again is so that, hey, like I know that you probably have been waiting for this, and like it sometimes it creates so much for the greater when you make certain choices in terms of, you know, you're going to be there. It just takes for you to say yes and put down that deposit. And it'll help us as well, like as part of the like organizing this for you to kind of make sure and be like, hey, hotel, yeah, we're doing 20 rooms, or we're doing 30 rooms, or we're doing 40 rooms. It kind of gets easy.
We're taking over the whole Ritz Carlton. We'd love to do that. We'd love to make it exclusive venue. So come on over. Yeah.
And one last thing, we also do have a dedicated travel desk this time who can help you plan your entire holiday with your tickets, etc., and everything. So there are a lot of things, and as Adeela said, like we could probably go on and on because we're so excited. On Monday, we will be having this interactive Zoom, and where we'll be sharing like literally everything about this, the energy of what we are looking at creating at this retreat. So yay!
Yay! Yeah, thank you so much. You guys know who the admin, like most of you know, you can send me a message, you can send Datu a message, you can send Rashmi a message. If you're in the UAE, we've got Kashesh in the UAE, and if you are Arab speaking, of course, Hiba is able to help you with the information and logistics. So I'm really looking forward to see who's joining us, and if you want to join the whole program as well, you've still got time, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Take care.
Thank you so much. Bye. See you.